When we think about war, we often see destruction, cities in ruins, displaced families, and loss of life. But there is another type of destruction that is far less visible and often forgotten. The human mind, war does not only damage land and infrastructure. It deeply affects mental health in ways that can last a lifetime. Exposure to armed conflict, violence, displacement, and loss creates extreme psychological stress. One of the most studied conditions related to this is post-traumatic stress disorder, but the impact of war goes far beyond a single diagnosis. Many people who experience war go through intense psychological shock. Loud explosions, loss of loved ones, and constant danger force the brain into survival mode. This can leave deep emotional scars that do not disappear easily. One of the most common conditions is post-traumatic stress disorder. Symptoms include flashbacks, nightmares, emotional numbness, and hypervigilance. Even when the war ends, the mind may continue to relive it. In war zones, the brain never feels safe. This leads to chronic anxiety, sleep problems, and difficulty concentrating. Even small sounds can trigger fear responses. Loss of home, family, and security can lead to deep emotional suffering. Many individuals develop depression and a loss of meaning in life. Children are among the most affected. War exposure can disrupt emotional development, learning ability, and social behavior. Without support, these effects can continue into adulthood. War damages not only individuals, but also communities. People may lose trust in others, withdraw socially, or feel emotionally disconnected. It is time to look at the invisible wounds. Healing is possible when we face the truth of conflict together. Beyond the smoke of the front lines and the silence of the treaty table lies a battlefield that never truly clears. History records the dates of the wars, but it rarely documents the invisible casualties who carry the conflict home in their minds. War is not just a physical struggle, it is a profound psychological crisis that lingers long after the final shot is fired. One of the most heavy burdens a survivor carries is the weight of those who didn't come back. We call this survivor's guilt. While the world moves on around them, they are trapped in a loop of why me, and what if I had done more? They remember the faces of comrades, the moments of shared bravery, and the sudden, inexplicable nature of loss in the heat of battle. When night falls, the relative safety of the home becomes a different kind of prison. For many, sleep is not a rest. Nightmares and insomnia are common, as the brain remains hypervigilant, scanning for threats that are no longer there. The mind refuses to disarm, leading to a state of permanent exhaustion where the distinction between dreams and reality begins to blur. To cope with the overwhelming intensity of these emotions, the mind often chooses to feel nothing at all. This is emotional numbness. It is a defense mechanism, a wall built to keep the pain out, but it also locks out love, joy, and connection. Relationships suffer as partners and children find themselves reaching out to someone who is physically present, but emotionally 1,000 miles away. The impact of war does not end with the individual. It ripples through time, affecting the next generation in subtle, profound ways. Intergenerational trauma is the unwritten inheritance of conflict, passed down through parenting styles and the atmosphere of the home. Yet, understanding these hidden wounds is the first step toward healing. Recovery is possible when the silence is finally broken. In support groups and through therapy, survivors find that their experiences, while painful, do not have to define their entire future. By acknowledging the psychological impact of war, we can build a society that values mental health as much as physical recovery. If this video helped you understand the hidden impact of war, share it because mental health is often the most invisible casualty. Subscribe to PsycInfo for more psychology-based human behavior content. Thank you for watching and for your empathy.